Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carla. I'm in Australia, Melbourne, and we are in springtime. We've been enjoying some beautiful warmer weather, and not only that, Melbourne is opening up again, guys. So we've been in lockdown for a majority, well, what seems like the majority of this year. So we had quite strong restrictions of stay at home, shops were closed, hairdressers were closed. It was basically the essentials. So now things are opened up again. So that's really fantastic. And it's really great because I can visit my yarn stores again. So I was reliant on shopping online, shipping became a little bit delayed because everybody was doing shipping. So it's nice to go and visit the craft stores and stock up on my stash. So this podcast is all about that. My yarn stash, restocking it actually. So I've been really good. I've been using my stock yarn that I have in my house. So that's really good. So I haven't been purchasing much, but at the end of lockdown, when stores were back open, I thought, well, you know what? It's time to resupply my yarn stash. So in this little podcast, I'm going to show you what bargains I picked up. So because the craft stores reopened again, they had a lot of sales. So Lincraft and Spotlight, which are the two major craft stores here in Australia, had pretty good specials, guys. So Spotlight had 50% of all their yarn, and Lincraft have a very similar offer where if you spend $100, you get $50 off. So it was basically half price. So both those major craft stores had great sales. So I went to restock some yarn. So let's get started and what I picked up. And I also want to touch upon some of the hand-dyed yarns I bought because through Instagram, I have got to know a few local Australian dyers, and I'd like to support local. So I bought a few hand-dyed yarns, and I also show them in this little podcast, and I'll leave them to the end because they're extra special. All right, let's start with Lincraft. So I went to Spotlight first, but I only waited maybe 3 days after or 4 days after they opened. They opened like on midnight. As soon as the government said we can open, the store opened at midnight that day. So I did not get to the store at midnight. I actually went to visit it 2 days later or 3 days. So a lot of the things were gone. So I'll show you Spotlight. I love Lincraft because of the cotton yarn. So we're in spring, so we're going into summer. So wool is actually on sale. But I was more in the market for cotton. So I love cotton. I love making summer items, summer garments. Amigurumi are also great for cotton. And I love the cotton that is available through Lincraft. It's called the Maker, M-A-K-R brand. I think it's specifically for Lincraft. And I've tried this cotton and I really loved it, guys. I've used it for loofahs, and I'm showing one here, the crochet loofahs. So I'm selling this on my Etsy store, and they've actually been my most popular handmade item actually that has sold on Etsy. So they're adorable. They're really cute. I made hundreds of these last Christmas because they are perfect for gift giving. So I'll probably do a little podcast about Christmas gifts, handmade Christmas gifts in the next couple of weeks. But these made really great presents. So what I did, I made these, and I also bought like lotions or bath bombs or lovely smelling soap, and that will go great with a loofah. So if you don't want to just give handmade items, I love doing both, buying a little item you bought and then combining it with handmade. And these loofahs were great. They're lots of fun to make, and they're relatively quick. So a really great idea. So because I made so many of these and I gifted most of them, I give them to my book club friends, to teachers, to my nieces, to my sister. So I made so many that I actually ran out of the cotton. So I wanted to restock it because I might make a few for gifting purposes, maybe it's for the teachers. So that's why I went back. I really needed to get cotton, and I knew I wanted to go Lincraft. So these came out to be half price. So they turned out they were $2 each, or yeah, $2 each, which is really good for us. So I picked up gorgeous colors, such amazing color range, and you might see some behind. So I've got dark blues and pastels and this coral pink. I picked up a lot because I wanted to spend 100 so I could get half price. So these are amazing. I love it. I will make some. I will make some loofahs. I might make a cute little reel on how to quickly whip this up. It's so fun to make. I also picked up this fun. I couldn't go without buying these really cute and colorful cotton. It's by Flinders Four Seasons. Again, this might be just an Australian brand, but I love it. I'm going to make a loofah out of this one, and they're all going to go. I'm going to list them in my Etsy store. So if you're interested, check my Etsy store. The link will be in the description box. Okay, guys. So I also noticed the link graph had other variety of cottons. So my favorite is Maker. So I picked up another variety. Now this one is new to the range. I think it's relatively new because I haven't seen it before, although I haven't gone shopping for a while before. Is a recycled cotton. It's 100% recycled, I think. Yes, 90% recycled cotton and 10% polyester. So it is really fluffy and soft. So I'm dying to make something of this. Again, this would be really great for loofahs or even a top, a nice summer top. It is soft and lovely. So I'm going to give this a go. I got it in the coral, in this beautiful orangey tangerine color, and I think a yellow. I got it in the yellow as well. So I'm going to try it. I didn't buy more than just these two, and they were really cheap. So these are 100 grams, and they were almost the same price as these 50 grams. I guess because it's recycled. So it was a really good bargain. I'm going to give them a go and see how they work up. Now, before I forget, so for one loofah, you'll need almost one of these 50 grams of cotton, and this is 8-ply or DK weight. You probably have a little bit left over, which is good to keep just in case you're making granny squares or something like that. So yeah, so one of these is about one of that. The other thing that I picked up, which I thought was a new range for Lincraft, was their 4-ply cotton. So this is all DK 8-ply, and this is a 4-ply, which is fingering weight. And I thought, I've never seen a fingering weight in the Maker brand. And lately I have been working a lot with 4-ply, mainly because I've been doing my Primavera crochet pattern. It's my own design, which required 4-ply. So I'd made a few versions of that top. So I've been working a lot with 4-ply cotton, and it is gorgeous. The definition of your stitch, so you're moving down to a hook size of 3 millimeters. So your definition is amazing. It looks really delicate. It flows better. So it's definitely worth a go. A little bit slower, but I think the results are worth it. All right, so that's all I almost forgot. One more thing that I picked up from the Lincraft sale. This is a FOMO. So it's like a faux mohair. And usually I'm not buying a lot of synthetic yarns. I'm usually sticking to natural fibers. I just like the feel of it. Some acrylics are amazing. I think my favorite so far is the acrylic in the paint box range. It's definitely really good quality. It feels lovely. Most acrylics I tend to stay away from, but there are a few that I do like. And this one that I just saw, I haven't used it before, but it felt really nice. It didn't feel synthetic, if you get what I mean. So this one, it is very fine, but I was thinking of combining it with a wool to make a jumper, and it will look nice and fluffy. So that's why I bought a few of these. It is gorgeous yellow. So I'm thinking of combining it for winter, and they were $1. So I couldn't resist in getting some. The other thing I got from Lincraft that I thought was a new range, which I hadn't seen before, is by Mondial basic cotton, and I love this color. Look at this. It's like a denim speckled look. It was very unusual. Again, because of the sale, it turned out really cheap. And I can see myself needing a top, something similar to what I'm wearing now, like a tank top. So this is the knitted Afterglow tank top by Brit, which is the Marvelous Miss Maker, if I get that right. So yes, I'm thinking of doing like a nice summery top in this color knitted. So that would be lovely. I think this is a 4-ply. So I picked up a few of these 50 grams cotton balls, and I think they would look really lovely, really summery. And the last thing I picked up from Lincraft was a big fat bargain. So I went to Spotlight specifically looking for Lion Brand because I'm testing a blanket for Charlia from Charlia's Craft, in which I'm making her shoreline blanket for a test. So it required a super chunky, or what's it, super bulky yarn plus worsted yarn. So I went to Spotlight. It was all gone, completely all gone, and I needed about 7 balls of these for the blanket. So it was a great time because usually the Lion Brand yarn is super expensive. I think it's like $17 a ball. So you really want to get in there when there's a sale. So I specifically went to Spotlight for these, and there was none left. I think there was one of those Wool Easy. For blankets, I do like working with acrylic because I find that you're going to wash it a lot, especially if you're using it like a throw on your couch and the kids are going to use it. I find that if you're going to wash it a lot, then yeah, you want something that is going to withstand the washing machine. So unfortunately, because Spotlight didn't have any, and I'll show you what I ended up grabbing in Spotlight in a minute, I ended up buying them for Lincraft. Now, Lincraft had an amazing sale. So it wasn't even, these were all on clearance. So this was $4, and this originally is $16 a ball. So it was a huge sale. So it turned out so super easy. This is probably the color that I'm most inclined to. I was hoping to get more of a creamier color, but the other colors were really bright and it's a little bit too shocking for me. So I think this will be lovely for a blanket. It will be darker color, so it won't stain so much. And I will probably end up gifting this one to my niece, who's already said, "Oh, I love a blanket, auntie." So yeah, so this was a bargain from Lincraft, $4. It was amazing. They had a lot of color ranges. Again, very bright. It was a hot pink and a dark gray because there's a bit of a speckling to it. So this is probably the other color that appealed to me, but great bargain. So now let's go on to Spotlight. What I found at Spotlight, again, as I said, everything had been gone by the time that I got there, but there was a few of the Heartlands. Again, it was 50% off, so it was a good deal. I can't remember how much it cost normally, but I grabbed 2. These are worsted weight to test for the blanket. I hope it matches. I hope it goes well. I think it should be okay. I think they'll work well. Putting them together now, I'm thinking, I don't know, but we'll see how we go, guys. So the other thing I picked up from Spotlight was something that I really have been looking out for a while, and not many people stock it except Wool and the Gang. Is it Wool and the Gang? I think yeah, it's Wool and the Gang. It's raffia yarn, guys. I love working with this yarn, and not many people stock it. It's Lincraft. I bought it from Lincraft a while ago in a huge clearance sale, and I got all the ones that they had, but most of the time I can't find the raffia. And usually it's in like in the gift section for wrapping gifts, for little decorations on top of your presents, but not really in the bulk you need to make something with a crochet hook. So, or you can probably also knit it. So I've used this before to make a bag, and it's so super cute. I love it. I love the look. It's so summery and fun. So I was in the shop for this, and I knew that Spotlight was stocking it. So I was lucky enough to grab the last 3 bowls, guys. I'm really excited. Not sure what I'll make yet. I've made handbags before. I'm thinking of trying a summer hat, like a visor, but with raffia yarn. So watch out for this space. I'm going to be having some fun when Christmas is over. I think I've got so many Christmas makes to make that this will have to wait for the new year. But I'm really excited. I will make a hat. So watch out for that. I love raffia yarn. If you haven't worked with it, it's definitely worth a go. It is made from paper. It is paper, but once you crochet with it, it actually is very durable, guys. You can't get it too wet though, because it could get moldy. Anyway, so that's that. That's all I got from Spotlight. Now, the other things that I've been purchasing are from Ostian. So Ostian is only in Australia, and it stocks a variety of yarns. Usually most of them are acrylic, so acrylic wools, but they do have a really great cotton range. I haven't tried, they sell them in 50 grams like this. I haven't tried them yet, so if you have tried the Oz Yarn cotton in A-Plant, send me a comment and see whether you think it's worth it. It's funny, some cottons you prefer it for, say, making bags, or some are better for amigurumi. So it just depends on the feel of it. All of it is cotton, all of it is 100%, but some of them have a different feel and they work a little bit differently. So I do quite like this one, but it's worth giving others a go. So also has cotton, but what I have been really enjoying working with is their bamboo cotton. So their bamboo cotton is 70% bamboo and 30% cotton, and it is the softest. It feels really delicious. So cotton I think can feel quite rough. It's not the softest to touch, but together with bamboo, it is so lovely. It feels almost silky to touch. So I made my Primavera dress in the black, and I love how the drapage of it, because it's so soft, the way it flows when you put it on, I would think it would be better than just 100% cotton, to be quite honest. It flows so beautifully and hugs your figure. So that's why I'm going to do another Primavera dress, and I wanted to do it in Christmassy colors. Their bamboo cotton seems to sell out very quickly, so I wanted it in red. But they only had the fuchsia. This is a fuchsia, and I bought 2 balls of the red. So I'm thinking of doing the bodice part of the dress in the red and combining it with some of this hot pink, and then doing probably the entire sections of it in mostly in fuchsia, because they only had a lot of the fuchsia left. Very bright, but what do you reckon? I think I can pull it off. Yeah, but again, if you haven't tried, if you're in Australia and you want to give them a go, I'm sure they ship overseas as well. It's actually very affordable. So this is 100-gram balls, and I needed 6 for my dress. So it turned out really cheap, because it's $3.80 per ball. So it's definitely a good deal, guys. These were not on sale, but I just needed to purchase them because I really did like the feel of this yarn for the dress, my own design. Yeah, so what else did I get from Oz Yarn? They also have, I think this is more like a 3-ply cotton. Yes, it's a size 3. So these ones I like to make jewelry. So you got the fingering weight, and then you have finer cotton thread, which is really good for making earrings or macrame or something a little bit more delicate. I've been doing a lot of upcycling, and I'm sure you've seen some. If you follow my channel, you'll see that I've got maybe 3 episodes now on how to upcycle your own clothing. So if you've got a tank top, a skirt, then it's the material's still good, but it's just getting a little bit boring and you want to change it up. You know, I have gone through how you can add a crochet edging to your skirt, how you can make a granny square and just put a feature on your t-shirt. And in those podcasts, I've used finer cotton, because if you're doing an edging of your skirt, DK weight cotton might be a little bit too large, and the feature of your skirt edging might not be as delicate. So I would recommend going down sizes. So you can use fingering, or you can even use a 3-ply, which is a crochet cotton type. So again, it's a little bit thinner. I think it's a 3-ply or 2-ply. You can also use it for earrings. So yeah, so these ones I was running low, because I did a lot of upcycling, so I was running low on colors. So I picked I thought I'd pick a few Christmassy colors. I've got a red one, really bright red, because I might even make some baubles. If you check out, I've checked out some Instagram accounts, and you can make yourself some beautiful crochet baubles. You obviously might need a thinner yarn. So this beautiful bright green, bright red might be really great for that. So I picked these 2 up last time I went to Oz Yarn. They have a local shop, but mostly they do online. All right, guys, so that's what I bought on the Linkrafts Spotlight Oz Yarn sale. Before I go, I wanted to show you some of my luxury purchases, which is the hand-dyed yarns, guys. So lately I've been using a lot more hand-dyed yarn. I think it's really special. It makes your project really super unique, because each batch changes. No one's going to have that color, unlike a lot of the Lincraft or Lion brands. You know, they are popular yarns, and you will find, you know, people using it a lot. But with hand-dyed yarn, it just feels that little bit extra special when you make yourself a garment with hand-dyed yarns. So I have been purchasing, I just discovered a new dyer who's local in Australia. She's in New South Wales, and that's Yoko Momo. So Yokamamo Textiles in Sydney, Australia, and they are beautiful. So I was lucky enough to test a pattern by Celine Boss, and her mom is actually a dyer, and she gave me a discount code for once to finish testing the sock pattern. I got a discount. I think it was 20% off for the testers. So you have to check out their range. They're on Instagram as well, and in Facebook probably. But their range is so beautiful, and I was kicking myself because I missed out on their Christmas self-striping yarn, which is beautiful reds, whites, and greens. I wanted to make socks in really beautiful Christmas colors, but I missed out on that one. They sold out, but I got this gorgeous one, these beautiful pinks and greens, and it's so vibrant, it's so fun. There will be socks. I also got one a little bit more subtle because I want to make socks for my husband, and there's this one. Isn't it gorgeous? It's blue with just some speckling around it. It's more like a tweed. It's going to be beautiful, but I love it. So I bought these. I also bought their kit for the Sleep Extravaganza that was hosted by West Knits, and I got the Sleep Extravaganza shawl, which I am going through very delayed. I'm up to almost finished section 3, and I've got 3 more sections to go. So I'm quite slow, but it's going along. It's just my little for myself. So I've kind of put it on hold because there's a few Christmas stuff I have to get through and pattern test. So the one that I picked up for the shawl is also this gorgeous, oh my God, I love this. I think it's called Thunderstorm. It should be here. Stormy skies. So I thought it was something to do with the weather. So it's gorgeous. They have such beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colorways. So you got to check them out. So love them, love them, love them. Really quick delivery as well. So thank you very much. The other hand dye that I've been trying, let me just get them before I keep turning around. All right, so the other dye that I've been trying is based in Australia as well, and I've been buying a lot of Australian brand because of COVID. Shipping is ridiculous. Delivery time is forever, and the other thing is it's very expensive. Now I know there's some beautiful dyes in North America, in the States, Canada, but the shipping is just going to cost me an arm and a leg, and it might take so long. So I've been supporting local and trying a few new dyes. So Dying to Knit, this is my first purchase from them, and it's beautiful. This is called Pollen, which is just perfect. I use mohair silk lace, and why wait, it's super cute. It's mohair and it's silk. Oh well, it's just amazing. It's beautiful. So what I'm going to do is combine it. So I'm making a vest. It's what's it called again? I'll put it in my link, and it requires a super bulky yarn plus mohair combined, so it'll be super fluffy. So I think these 2 colors will work well. So this is from Dying to Knit, and this is from Rose Chicks Handmade, which I'm a regular buyer of her yarn. It's beautiful, and this is so super soft. It was her first attempt of dyeing. This is a 16 ply, I believe. Yes, this is super bulky. So I bought this too, and this will be in the New Year project. I've got all my yarn, I've got the pattern, I'm ready to sit down and make. I even bought beautiful new interchangeables in the 10 millimeters. So they're ready to go. Again, I just have to finish a few things before I start new projects. Lastly, that I want to show you is another sock yarn. So I've been loving making socks, and I was hoping, and maybe I'll get through a few pairs, to give some to my close family. So I want to give some to my dad, to my nieces and nephews. So I've got lots to do. So I bought a few sock bait yarns for socks. And so this one is from Rose Chicks Handmade, and she started dyeing like sock sets. So you can do your heel and your toe a different contrast color. So I picked this this really colorful, bright yellow, like a neon yellow almost, and this gorgeous colorway. So I'm dying to cast on, but again, I've got so many things to do, and there's so many things in mind. They hopefully will have to be done in the new year. And that's it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed my yarn story today. Obviously, lots and lots new yarn. Mostly these will be for my stash actually, and so gradually I will go through it. yeah, and they should keep me entertained for a long time, guys. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.